What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? So I told you earlier that I interviewed this girl who has made $500,000, over $500,000 this year, living in a entrepreneur house. Instead of thinking of becoming wealthy in 20, 30 years, she's trying to do it in about 5, because she's immersing herself and getting focused, and she's about to do it in 5. Applaud. Applaud. But one thing she told me, and I know this to be true, it's about fear. Let's talk about fear for a second. Here are the words that are about to come out of my mouth. Just because you fear something does not mean that you shouldn't do it. Look, when I was on my way to China, after my buddy contacted me and said, look, I got a guy at my job who's from Hong Kong. He said he's going to go to China to visit his family in 2 weeks. Sorry to throw it on you, but if you want to go, he said he'll give us the grand tour. He'll show us where conventions are, where they're talking about this, where they're talking about that. I'm like, boom. I'm there. Told my wife, can you imagine? Think about this a second. You're married. You tell your wife, hey, by the way, I got to make a decision in 2 weeks. I'm going to China. She didn't take that so well, because at that time, I wasn't taking big risk. Wasn't taking big risk. So what did I do? I actually said, look, I'm going to take the opportunity. I didn't care what her attitude was. I didn't care what she's going to mumble, because I said she don't understand what I'm saying right now. It's going to be too scary for her to comprehend right now. So if she gets upset, I'm still going to do it. I'll deal with that later. And that's what I did. 2 weeks, I'm on a freaking plane. I'm freaking terrified. Look, you're talking to a guy that was in Mogadishu, Somalia during Black Hawk Down. You can't get no scarier than that. But I had anxiety because everything that I was going to see was going to be new. It was going to be new. So what did I do? I just say, stop being a little bitch. Get it done. So here my buddy and I are on a freaking plane, and we landed in Hong Kong. Now, Hong Kong, beautiful city. I'm talking about, you want to see wealth? I thought Saudi Arabia represented wealth. No. Hong Kong represents wealth, because think about it. Hong Kong is the marketplace for pretty much for all major businesses in the world. From Gap to J.C. Penney's, the buyers go there to buy stuff. I mean, they're customers of the world. I was literally standing in line for a taxi. And if I would have took a picture, I would have took a picture of every human being on the globe. I saw guys from Saudi Arabia that was in their garments. I saw, people from South Africa, India, all standing in the line. I said, this is amazing. But one thing the girl told me in that interview was, when that fear comes, I've learned it. Most people get anxiety, like, I said, do it. She said, embrace it. Embrace it. Something's happening when that fear comes. You're about to grow. Because here's the thing. Since that time I went to China, I've been back twice. I've been to Nepal. I've been to Thailand 3 times. I've been all over Central America. When I was in Somalia, I had to take a 22-hour flight to get there. China was 17 hours. So remember when my wife was afraid at the beginning? The next 2 times I went to China, she went. She went. So what I'm trying to tell you is, you may have a lot of people around you that their type of vacation is going to a damn resort or doing the safe thing, or, it's so funny because when I went to China, something interesting happened. My mom told me, I couldn't make this up, you better be careful, they eat dog over there. She was right. They do eat dog. In certain places. And you know those people kidnap you over there. She's never been. So where is she getting this information from? The people will kidnap you over there. It's fear talking. And that fear has kept so many people from getting their dream job. For going to law school. For going to, become a medical doctor. For opening your business. That fear has been making people mediocre for the longest time because they misinterpret what that feeling is. Your goal in life is to become a better form of yourself. That's it. Better form of yourself. So, the thing is this. Just because you have the fear, or when that fear comes, first of all, if you do something that you're about to fear, what's happening is you're basically, your body's trying to tell you, we never did this before. So it's going to be going crazy, like alert, 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 alarm, woo, 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 alarms, alarms. That's going to be happening. Do it. Because once you do it, here's what happens. When you do it a second time, the fear isn't like it was before. Because you've already did it. You get it? So don't be fooled by fear. Rush to get that feeling. Because that means like, oh, here comes growth again. Go on the plane. Go to Brazil. Go whatever you fear. When you get ready to buy the ticket, get on the plane. Like, oh, it's ready. Tell yourself, stop. I'm about to grow. Embrace it. I'm about to grow. That's it, ladies and gentlemen. Take care.